something new. I'll still be grateful for the way I learned myself with you. Because loving you didn't cost me, it added something real. It taught me how good it feels to simply be myself and feel. I laugh a little louder now, I stand a little taller too. Not because you lifted me, but because you let me do. I don't disappear in love, I don't hand over my truth. I feel more like myself with you, and that's how I know it's real. Not fireworks or perfect views, it's waking up and liking who I am, standing next to you. No pressure, no disguise, no script I had to choose. Just me, fully breathing, feeling more like myself with you. So if love ever asked me what I'm willing to lose, I say nothing that makes me smaller. 'Cause I learned the truth that the best kind of love doesn't pull you apart. It gently puts you back together as who you already are. I laugh a little louder now, I walk a little freer too. I didn't lose myself in love, I found myself with you. I don't circle the same streets, hoping I'll see your face. I let life choose its own timing, I trust whatever plays. Some memories come up softly, like a name I almost say. They don't ask for my attention, they just pass me on their way. I don't wonder what you're doing, I don't fill the gaps with thought. I've learned how to let questions rest without tying them in knots. But somewhere in the distance, without planning or demand, I leave a door unlocked, I leave a little room to stand. Hope doesn't have to speak loudly, it doesn't need a vow. It lives in quiet acceptance of what could happen now. If we cross again someday, it won't need an explanation. No rehearsed emotion, no careful conversation. We'll meet as who we've become, not who we used to be. If we cross again someday, it will happen naturally. But I don't rush ahead. Life has its own invitations, I've learned to let them lead. I don't hold the past like a map, I don't use it as a guide. I I take what made me steadier and leave the rest behind. Still I won't close a chapter or pretend it never was. Some things don't need a reason to be held with quiet trust. There's peace in not deciding how the story has to end. Some connections don't disappear, they simply loosen then bend. If we cross again someday, it won't feel strange or new. Just two lives briefly intersecting with nothing left to prove. No weight of expectation, no question hanging free. If we cross again someday, it will meet us honestly. Without closing myself in, I don't need to guard the future to protect what's within. Whatever finds me next will find me fully here. Not waiting, not unfinished, just open, just sincere. Maybe it's a glance across a room, maybe just a smile, maybe only recognition that lasts a little while. Or maybe it's nothing more than knowing somewhere, somehow, past one shared a moment and both kept moving now. If we cross again someday, it won't change who I am. It won't undo the growing or rewrite where I stand. It will simply be a meeting life chose carefully. If we cross again someday, it will feel easy. I don't pause my life for maybes, I don't wait in yesterday. I walk forward with an open heart. If we cross again someday.
Didn't notice it at first. Nothing sudden, nothing loud. Just a sense of standing still in a moment I usually rush around. You were talking about your day, something simple, something small. And I realized I was listening, not waiting for my turn at all. There was no spark I could point to, no reason I could explain. Just a feeling settling in, like coming inside from the rain. I've been careful for a while now, measuring every step, telling myself I was fine alone, making sure my heart stayed kept. But around you, that guarding feels unnecessary thin. Not because you broke it down, but because I don't feel the need to build it in. This one feels different, not exciting in the old way. It doesn't pull me forward, it asks me to stay. It doesn't promise forever, it doesn't rush my hand. It just feels honest, like something that understands. I'm not replaying old mistakes, I'm not afraid of the end. I'm not trying to protect myself from how this might bend. I notice how I breathe easier, how my shoulders let go, how being quiet together doesn't make me feel low. You don't fill the space with answers, you don't ask me to decide. You let the moment be enough, and that's where I reside. I've learned love doesn't need proof, it doesn't need to be claimed. If it's real, it shows up, even when nothing is named. I don't feel like disappearing, I don't feel like I'm on display. I feel like myself around you in a very ordinary way. And that's what makes me pause, that's what makes me stay. Not the words we haven't spoken, but the ones we don't need to say. This one feels different, that's okay. For once I'm not afraid of letting the feeling stay. If this turns into love, I want it to grow this way, without urgency, without fear, without needing to be saved. And if it fades someday, I think I'll still be proud that I trusted this quiet sense instead of chasing something loud. This one feels different, and I'm letting that be true. Not because I need it to last, but because it feels like me with you.
You say my name like it's familiar, like it's always been yours to use. Not too careful, not too casual, just honest in the way you do. Your line soft on the edge of my day, doesn't lush, doesn't fade. Somehow it feels like a place I've already stayed. I've heard my name 1,000 times and voices passing through. That something settles in my chest when it comes from you. Not louder, not more sure, just warmer, somehow true. Like you see more than letters when you say it like you do. I don't ask for reassurance, I don't need to hear you spur. It's in the way you call me, like I already belong there. It's the way you say my name, like it's safe to stay, like I don't have to prove a thing to earn my place. No spotlight, no grand claim, just something real and plain. I believe in us by the way you say my name. You don't raise your voice for drama, you don't dress it up with sound. That every time you call to me, the world slows down. It's not about the moment, it's not about the scene. It's how you say my name in between. I've been running, love doesn't shout, doesn't beg or chase. Sometimes a steady presence in a quiet space. When you turn and look at me like you already know, I feel seen without explanation, and it shows. I don't search your tone for God, I don't second guess the earth. It's in the way you call my name, like you're already there. It's the way you say my name, like it's safe to stay, like I don't have to prove a thing to earn my place. No spotlight, no grand claim, just something real and tame. I believe in us by the way you say my name. Maybe love is recognition, more than passion, more than flame. Not the fear of being lost, the being known by name. If the world gets loud again, if I forget my name, I'll find my way back to the way you say my name. Say it once more, just the same.
I don't have all the answers yet. Still learning what to keep, forget. Some roads I took just to turn back. Some dreams faded, and that's a fact. But when I wake and check my face, I don't feel shame, I don't feel late. There's something steady in my chest, like I've done more right than I guessed. I used to rush the ticking sound, afraid I'd miss what comes around. Now time feels less like something lost and more like space I haven't crossed. I'm not behind, I'm not ahead, I'm just alive in what I said. When I chose growth over fear and stayed right here, I like the way I'm living now. Not perfect, but it's honest somehow. Every step feels grounded, slow, like I finally trust the road. But I don't need proof, I'll be okay. I see it in the way I stay with myself when days get loud. Yeah, I like the way I'm living now. Morning light across the floor reminds me what I'm doing this for. Not to win, not to outrun, just to live what I've become. I've let go of who I was without erasing what it taught. Some lessons stay inside my hands like quiet strength I understand. I don't measure life by speed or all the things I didn't reach. I see value in the days that pass without needing praise. I like the way I'm living now. There's peace in not explaining how I arrived at this calm ground, but I did, and I'm here now. I don't fear the years ahead or replay too much what's been said. There's a trust I've learned to allow. Yeah, I like the way I'm living now. Used to wait for permission to feel proud of myself. I don't anymore. If tomorrow brings a change, I know I'll meet it the same, with open hands and open mind and time on my side. And if life ever asks my name, I'll answer without hesitation. Not loud, not bowed, just calm and proud. I like the way I'm living now, and I'll carry that somehow through whatever comes around. Yeah, I'm good right now. I'm good right now. I really am.
I wake up slower than I used to. Let the morning find my pace. I've learned the art of breathing deeply and raise calm and open space. Your coat is gone from by the doorway, but the air still feels like you. Not in a way that pulls me backward, just reminds me what was true. I don't sit by empty windows, counting cars that pass me by. how story bends. I carry you without the ache, like a promise softly used. I'm somewhere between today and the road that leads to you. I take myself out into daylight by the flowers I once skipped. I laugh a little louder lately at jokes I almost missed. There were nights I felt the distance, like a shadow in my skin. But shadows only prove the light is waiting somewhere just within. I don't ask the sky for answers or demand a perfect sign. I've learned that hope is not a question, it's a way of moving time. I'm somewhere between today and the moment we'll meet again. Not standing still, not running late, just letting patience be my friend. I've grown into space we made, where silence used to stay, and somewhere between today and the words we haven't said. If your name crosses my mind now, it doesn't shake me to the core. It feels like hearing an old song that I still quietly adore. Maybe you're changing just like I am, learning how to stand alone. Maybe always gentle waiting No heavy moments, dragging chains behind my feet. I've learned that waiting doesn't mean my life is incomplete. So if our paths collide again under some familiar sky.
I wake up with your name on my tongue, not like a wound, more like a hum. The kind of sound that doesn't ask, just lets the morning take its mask. The room is wide, the light is thin, another day is breathing in. I don't rush hope, I let it stay, like something meant to find its way. I used to force tomorrow's shape, I used to knock on every gate. Now I trust the open air, if it's meant it will be there. If you come back slowly, I'll still be here, not holding questions, not feeding fear. If you come back gently, like we once began, I won't ask for promises, just take my hand. Life kept moving while we grew, in different shapes, different views, but sometimes paths that learn to bend find the same beginning at the end. I see your face in passing smiles, and moments that feel worth the while. Not pulling me, just letting me know some connections never go. I don't replay what broke apart, I don't rewind a restless heart. I keep my days light on my chest, trusting time and knows me best. I'm not counting nights anymore, not staring at a closed door. I learned how to breathe inside my skin, how to be full before love begins. If you're meant to return, you won't arrive as a question, you'll arrive as peace. If you come back slowly, I'll recognize the sound, not the rush, not the drama, just calm all around. If you come back softly, I won't need a sign, I'll feel it in my balance, in the way our steps align. Ooh, let it be honest, ooh, let it be real. If we meet again, let it feel like healing. Maybe we laugh about the space, about the time, about the days. Maybe we say we weren't ready then, but we are now, right where we stand. No guarantees, no perfect plan, just two grown hearts, open hands. If love returns, it won't be loud, it'll feel like home without a sound. If you come back slowly, I won't run ahead, I'll meet you where I am now, not who I was then. If you come back, I'm ready, not desperate, not afraid. I've built a life I love, there's room if you wanna stay. If you don't come back, I'm okay. That truth still shines, it still holds weight. Something in me calmly knows some stories pause and gently close the space. If you come back slowly, I'll be right here, standing steady, living clear.
used to move too fast at night, talking big, avoiding quiet. Always something left to prove. Never still, never true. Then you came in soft and slow. Didn't ask me what I owed. Just sat beside my restless mind. Let the noise fall out of time. I noticed how my voice got calm, how my shoulders learned to drop. Nothing changed the world outside, but something settled deep inside. I don't wake up feeling small or measuring myself at all. I just breathe and let it be. That's a newer part of me. I like who I am with you. Not louder, not trying to be cool. Just honest in the way I move. Yeah, I like who I am with you. No spotlight, no perfect lines, just clearer days, a quieter mind. You didn't shape me, didn't try. You just gave me space to rise. Mornings feel a little wide, like there's room to live my life. I laugh easier than before. I don't guard my heart so hard. I used to think love was fire, always pulling me up higher. Turns out it's a steady flame that warms the room and stays the same. I don't chase what I can't control. I don't rush to fill the holes. I've learned the strength of staying true. Just more in tune. Every day feels less confused. Yeah, I like who I am with you. You didn't save me, you just saw me. And somehow that was enough. If someday our paths divide, I'll still carry this inside. The way you taught me how to stand, comfortable in who I am. And if love comes back around, I'll recognize that sound. It's not fear, it's not the rush, it's peace I've learned to trust. I like who I am with you, and that truth will always be true. Even when the days are new, I'll remember who I grew into. Yeah.
I found an old receipt in my jacket from a place we used to go. It made me laugh without warning, like it already knew. The streets look smaller than I remember, or maybe I just grew. But every corner still feels familiar in that quiet way they do. We didn't know we were building memories where we're just living our days, turning ordinary afternoons into something that stays. He made I miss you with that empty ache. Oh, wish I could be one. I just smile at the way it once felt, like a soft chapter in time. I remember the way it once felt, like the world was wide and kind. Your hand feeling easy in mine, like it always knew the design. No promises written in stone, no fear of losing our way, just love doing what love does best, showing up every day. We talked about nothing important, but it felt like everything. Your voice carried through the evening, like a song I didn't need to sing. I loved how you listened carefully, even when I rambled on, like my thoughts were worth the patience, like the moment night and morning time. We weren't perfect, we were honest, we laughed before we fought, and even when things got complicated, love never felt like work. Now when I look back, there's no regret, and they got me to hear just gratitude for what we shared, and how real it all was then. I remember the way it once felt, all this late afternoon light, every doubt gently melting away when you said it'll be alright. We didn't need a future plan or reasons to explain. You were happy in the middle of things, and that was more than enough thing. Life moved on as it always does, pulled us into different skies, but nothing about what we had feels wasted when I close my eyes. Some loves are meant to stay forever, some are meant to shape your heart. You were never just a moment, you were a beautiful start. Kelly, that version of me who laughed a little easier then. She learned how joy could exist without meeting an ending. So when love finds me again someday, I'll greet it without fear, because I know what it feels like when something true is here. I remember the way it once felt, and it still feels good to me, like a favorite song from years ago. It sounds better with history. No lining pulling at my chest, no sadness in my breath, just a quiet smile for a love that lived its life in full depth. If our paths cross in another life, I just across a crowded room, I might and wish you happiness and meaning, every word of it too, because what we had was real enough to let me walk away home. Not every love is meant to last, but every love can shape your soul. I remember the way it once felt, and I'm thankful that I do. Some hearts leave a gentle mark and unlovingly let go of you.
I wake up thankful without a reason, like something good survived the season. The sky looks wide, my chest does too. I didn't win, but I made it through. There were days I didn't understand why effort slipped right through my hands, but standing here, I see it now. Nothing was wasted anyhow. I've been loved, I've been alone, I've been strong, I've overgrown. Every step, both fast and slow, taught me more than I could know. This life still feels kinda me, even when it tested me, even when I lost my way. Something good still chose to stay. This life still feels kinda me, not perfect, just honestly, like it bends but doesn't break, like it gives more than it takes. I see my younger self sometime, rushing through the warning signs, thinking pain meant something failed, thinking calm was just delay. That now I know the quiet days were teaching me another way. Not every answer needs a rush, not every dream demands a push. I don't need to be extraordinary, I just need to be awake, to notice how the morning holds me before I make another mistake. Oh, I'm not behind, I'm not early, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. This life still feels kinda me, in the way it lets me grow, in the way it doesn't hurry what my heart needs time to know. This life still feels kinda me, even when I bend the rules. It forgives, it waits, it listens, like like a patient kind of truth. Ooh, let me breathe it in. Ooh, let me stay. I don't need the world to change, I'm okay today. Some dreams shifted shape with time, some doors closed and realigned, but every loss I thought was wrong led me where I now belong. I'm not fearless, I'm aware that joy and pain both meet me there, but knowing that I still choose to step forward, open, lose. This life still feels kind of mean, not because it's always fair, but because it lets me feel like I'm at a being here. This life still feels kind of mean, and that's enough to say I wake up ready for the hours, grateful for another day. This life still feels kind, and so do I.
You didn't promise me a future, you didn't save my name. You simply walked beside me, and somehow I'm not the same. I didn't lose myself in loving, I didn't shrink or bend. I found parts I hadn't met yet, right there where we end. You never asked me to be smaller, never asked me to stay. You let me move in my own rhythm, and that taught me my way. So when I think of what we were, it doesn't feel unclear. It feels like something finished well, something honest, something dear. Some love doesn't leave you aching, it leaves you more aware of how strong your heart has gotten, of how deeply you can care. You left me better than before, not guarded, not unsure. I trust my voice, I trust my pace, my footing feels secure. You didn't take what wasn't yours, you didn't close the door. You left me better than before, and open to much more. I speak with more intention, I listen without fear. I don't confuse intensity with something sincere. I've learned the shape of closeness, what it gives, what it costs. I know when love is present and when it's simply lost. I don't look back for answers, I don't wish we'd stay. The meaning stayed inside of me even when you walked away. Growth doesn't always come from staying, sometimes it comes from release, from knowing when a chapter ends and letting it end in peace. You left me better than before, not harder, just more true. I don't need less to feel complete, I don't need more than who I am now too. I carry what we built together without asking for more. You left me better than before, and ready for what's in store. Now when I love with clarity, not fear of what might break. I know myself enough to know which chances I should take. I don't hand over my direction, I don't disappear. I meet love as an equal, fully present, fully here. There was no damage left behind us, no part I had to hide, just a deeper understanding of the way I'm alive. Not every ending leaves a scar, some leave a stronger spine. Some teach you how to keep your heart without crossing Crossing the line, you left me better than before. More grounded, more aware. I know what love should feel like now, because we once were there. I don't regret a single step, I don't ask for encore. You left me better than before. That's what I thank you for. I walk ahead without resentment, no shadow, no disguise, just carrying a better version of who I was because of us. Me better than before.
I don't follow the way I used to. I don't rush toward the light. I take a step, then another. Make sure my feet feel right. You asked me what I was thinking. I smiled and looked away. Not because I had no answer, I just didn't know how to say. And my heart still remembers how breaking feels inside. How something beautiful can quietly change your stride. Listen more than I speak now. I notice how things are led. I don't give pieces of myself, for I understand. You sit across the table, talking like you always do. I'm not imagining futures, but I'm present here. There's a calm in the way you move. No need to impress or prove. You don't lean into my silence. You let it stay true. I'm not ready to promise. I won't say I won't get scared, but I'm not closing the door. Just leave it in words that I've learned. Love doesn't ask us to forget what we've been. It just asks if we're willing to begin again slowly within. Sometimes I pull back a little when things start feeling close. Not because I don't want it, just because I'm earning my dose. I don't need fireworks, I don't need a sign. I just need to feel safe, standing next to the light. You don't ask me for certainty, you don't ask me to leave. You just meet me where I am and let the moment keep. It shakes pace, no pressure, no test. That alone feels different, that alone feels blessed. I don't know where this is going, I'm not mapping it out, but I like how my chest feels when you're around. Not louder, not louder, just staying warm, like something adjusting to a new kind of fold. If love comes back into my life, I want it honest and kind, not something I chase, not something that blinds. So if you're asking me now, Sometimes the bravest thing is letting yourself be soft.
We didn't crash, we didn't burn. No shadow words we can't return. Just two people learning how to lay something down. We talked it through, we split up bait. Let silence have a little weight. And some had pain-filled broken eyes, not wild, not unkind. I fought the battle on losing ground, like everything would fall apart. But working out with honesty feels lighter on the heart. Still care, and I could tell it wasn't pretend. We weren't broken, we were brave enough to let it end. I don't regret the time we shared. I don't erase your name. Just found a softer way to carry what remains. This is a better kind of goodbye. No slam doors, no final fight. Just truths that calm, eyes open wide under an ordinary sky. If love once lived, it doesn't fade. It just changes shape with grace. I'm walking on my dirt and cold. This is a better kind of goodbye. I packed my things without a rush, left knowing you're open just enough for air to move, for a light to stay. I didn't want to trap a day. Your coffee cup still on the sink, a quiet sign of what we've been. That's not because it didn't hurt, it felt like growth, not loss again. I used to fear the after part, the echo once the talking's done. But peace feels different than I thought. It feels like being done. Empty, not alone inside, just clearer than I've ever been. Some endings don't need fixing, they just gently thin. I don't rewrite our history, I let it stand as true. When we were helped me learn what I need, what I choose. This is a better kind of goodbye. No slam doors, no fight. Just truths that calm, eyes open wide under an ordinary sky. If love once lived, it doesn't fade. It just changes shape with grace. I'm walking on a turning cold. This is a better kind of goodbye. Maybe we'll smile if we meet someday. No weight behind the words we say. No wonder attitude for then. You didn't fail, we didn't fall. We answered when a moment called, and let the ending be as kind as the beginning. This is a better kind of goodbye, where both hearts keep their light. No bitter lines are me too high. No winner here, no side. I carry forward what I've learned, leave behind what doesn't stay. With steady steps and open hands, I'll say goodbye this way. I wish you well, I really do. And I'm okay, I'm moving too.
The day starts moving slow and kind. Light on the table, peace in mind. I've got plans, I've got my way, but I don't mind you changing my day. I used to think I walked alone, proud of carrying my own. Now I see how paths can bend without losing who I am. We don't talk about it much, but being close still feels like space. How nothing here feels rushed and nothing asks me to erase. I still have dreams with my own name, still take the lead, still choose my pace. But somehow everything feels clear with you right here. Life sounds better with you, not louder, just more in tune. Every thought has room to move. Yeah, life sounds better with you. No grand scenes, no heavy lines, just shared silence working fine. The kind of love that doesn't shout, but change is what life's about. We make coffee, miss a call, laugh at nothing much at all, and somehow all the little days start lining up their way. I don't feel split between the two, my world and what we're building to. They meet somewhere I didn't plan, but understand. Life sounds better with you, like a song that finally grew. Still my voice, still my truth. Yeah, life sounds better with you. It's not about needing someone, it's about choosing to let them walk beside you. If tomorrow asks for more, if the road gets less secure, I won't panic, I won't move away from what I know is true. I've lived alone, I've lived aware, I know how strong I can be there. So when I say I want you near, it's clear. Life sounds better with you, not because I'm incomplete, but because the days feel new when I hear your heartbeat. No promise carved in stone, just showing up, just growing on every step I choose to do. Yeah, life sounds better with you. Yeah, life sounds better with you. It really does.
walk through love like open seasons. Let it teach me how to stay. I've learned the weight of quiet reasons and how to greet a brand new day. Some dreams arrive without warning. Some left before I understood. But every step kept moving forward, even when I thought it couldn't. I've loved with fire, loved with patience, loved with nothing left to prove. I've learned that hearts don't break for nothing, they break to make more room. Now when I look at where I'm standing, I don't wish I was before. I feel the ground beneath my feet, and I don't ask for more. This is where life feels possible, not perfect, just alive. Where every scar is softened into something kind. I don't need answers waiting at the end of every road. I've learned how hope keeps growing when you let yourself grow. I wake up curious, not anxious. I greet the day like an old friend. I don't measure joy in milestones, I feel it in how I've been. Toward laughter, toward connection, toward moments I can keep, like conversations after midnight, or learning how to sleep. I've learned love isn't just a person, it's a way you let things in. It's how you hold your own reflection without needing to win. And when love comes, I welcome it without handing over me. I let it walk beside my life, not carry all my dreams. This is where life feels possible, in the space I've learned to trust, where wanting more doesn't mean I'm unhappy with what was. I carry joy and longing like they're both allowed to be. I've learned how hope keeps breathing inside the real of me. I don't fear the days ahead or worship what has passed. I've made peace with the in-between. I've learned how moments last. Some love stays, some loves change, some only pass you by, but every one of them has shaped the way I say goodbye, and the way I say hello to mornings still unknown, to chances that feel gentle, to the strength I've grown. I don't need life to promise me that everything works out. I trust the way it keeps unfolding, even when I have doubts, because I'm here, I'm open, I'm grounded in my skin. I've learned that happiness begins when you let it live in. This is where life feels possible, with both feet on the ground, where loving deeply doesn't mean I might get lost or drowned. I take the risk of being present, I choose the now I see. I've learned that hope is not a dream, it's how I choose to be. So here's to love in all its forms, the quiet and the bright. Here's to every version of me that learned how to survive. Here's to mornings filled with music and nights that feel complete. Here's to trusting that my life is exactly where it needs to be. This is where life feels possible, and I'm finally at ease. Not because the world is simple, but because I'm free. Free to love, to wait, to grow, to start again if needed. I've learned that life feels possible the moment you
I wake up breathing like I made it here, not untouched but still sincere. The light comes in, it doesn't ask, it finds my face and lets me pass. I've seen the nights that felt too long, I felt unsure, I felt undone. But standing now, I finally see how every road kept shaping me. I don't need proof that I survived, I'm here awake, I'm still alive. And that alone feels like a gift I didn't know I'd get to keep. Tomorrow sounds like us, not loud, not rushed, just steady steps and open trust. Tomorrow sounds like us, a voice that says you're ready now, just start again. No fear in what we haven't done, no waiting what is gone. Tomorrow sounds like us, moving on. I used to chase a perfect view, a version where I never lose. But life kept showing me instead that growth is built on what we said. Yes to trying, yes to rest, yes to knowing when to step back, yes to love that doesn't burn, yes to lessons finally learned. I don't need to hurry hope, it's been walking with me close. Every time I chose to stay, every time I walked away. I'm thankful, not for the easy parts, for the honest ones. Tomorrow sounds like us, breathing calm, no need to run, no need to rush. Tomorrow sounds like us, a future that feels earned by trust. I'm not afraid of what I'll find, I'm not behind, I'm right on time. Tomorrow sounds like us, in line. Ooh, let it come gently. Ooh, let it be real. I don't need more than this moment to know what I feel. If love finds me in another form, if life bends in ways unknown, I'll meet it standing open-handed, not demanding, not alone. I've learned how to begin again without erasing where I've been. I carry gratitude, not chains. I carry light, I carry names. And tomorrow sounds like us, not perfect, just awake, ready for the choices we're about to make. Tomorrow sounds like us, and that's enough to say I close my eyes tonight, at peace with yesterday. Yeah, I wake, I move, I trust, I move, I try. Tomorrow sounds like us.
I don't wake up asking questions, I don't brace for what might come. The day arrives the way it does, and I meet it as I am. I've learned the art of letting go without closing every door. Some things leave, some things stay, some things teach you something more. I've seen joy come quietly, I've seen it leave the same. I've learned that none of it was mine, but all of it was real. I don't hold life like a promise, I don't treat it like a test. I let it move through open hands, and somehow that feels best. There's a wisdom in not gripping, there's freedom in release. Life breathes better when you trust it to unfold naturally. disappointed. I've stayed and I've walked away. I've learned how both can live in me without canceling the day. I don't judge my past for changing. I don't rush the days ahead. I walk with what I've gathered, with the words I've never said. I've learned how much the soul can hold without breaking into parts. How tenderness and courage can live inside one heart. Life isn't something waiting for the perfect time to start. It's happening in the breathing, in the listening, in the heart. I'm living with an open heart, not fearless, just aware. I know the cost of closing in, I've been there. I don't ask for smooth horizons, I don't need the map exact. I'm living with an open heart, that's how I move forward intact. When love finds me, I receive it without asking it to stay. When it leaves, I let it go without giving myself away. I don't build my life on outcomes, I build it on how I stand, on how gently I move through this ever-changing land. There was a time I thought living meant choosing right or wrong, but it's choosing to stay present when the answers take too long. It's trusting your own rhythm even when it feels unsure. It's believing that your openness is actually your cure. I'm living with an open heart, not perfect but sincere. I let the world be what it is and I stay here. I don't need life to hold still, I don't need it to restart. I'm living fully, honestly, with an open heart. The day keeps turning quietly, nothing asks me to prove. I take one step then another, living open. That's my truth.
Don't have everything answered, I don't know how it all turns out, but tonight feels steady enough to let my worries quiet down. I've spent years chasing moments, trying to feel ahead of time, like happiness was somewhere else, always one step out of line. I loved hard, I love carefully, I love wrong, I love true. Every version of my heart led me closer back to you. Not you as a person, but you as the part of me that still believes in morning light and what it's allowed to be. I've seen plans fall apart, I've watched people drift away. I've learned that staying soft is its own kind of brave. Some days feel heavier, some nights stretch too long, but I'm learning that moving forward doesn't mean pretending nothing's wrong. I carry love in different forms now, not all of it needs a name. Some of it's just patience, some of it's choosing to remain. I've been held and I've been broken, I've been silent, I've been loud. I've stood in rooms full of people and learned to be proud, not of having but of showing up as I am, with an open heart and steady hands, doing the best I can. I don't know who I'll be loving or where I'll land next year, but I trust the way my chest feels when I let myself be here. I don't need life to be perfect, I don't need love to be loud, I just need this quiet knowing that I'm allowed to hope without rushing, allowed to rest without fear, allowed to believe that good things still grow from here. I've learned happiness isn't constant, it comes and goes like breath, but meaning stays in the moments we choose presence instead. So if you're listening somewhere, feeling unsure like I do, I hope you hear this softly and let it reach you too. You don't need all the answers, you don't need a clear sign, just the courage to stay open, one moment at a time. Love will meet you in ways you can't predict or control. Life will ask you to trust it before it shows you the whole. And maybe that's the point of it, not knowing every turn, but walking forward anyway with what you learn. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I know how I wanna go. With honesty, with patience, letting the future unfold. So tonight I'm choosing belief, not blind, not naive, just kind belief that we grow by living, not by staying behind. Whatever we've lost or gained, whatever we've been through, I think we're gonna be okay, I really do. Not because life is easy, not because love is fair, but because we're still here, still willing to care. And that I've learned is more than enough. We're gonna be okay, we always were, we always are.
I woke up feeling different today, not louder, not stronger in a showy way, just lighter in the way I stand, like I finally trust my own two hands. The mirror didn't ask me questions, didn't point out what to fix, it just let me be who I am in this. I spent so long measuring progress by the things I couldn't change. Now I see how far I've come, just walking through my days. Every small step counts for more than I ever knew. I'm not chasing who I was, I'm growing into something new. I don't need everything aligned, I don't need the perfect sign, I just need to feel today a little more like mine. I'm brighter than yesterday, not because the world's okay, but because I learned to stay. When things don't go my way, I carry light in quieter ways. I bend, I don't break, I'm brighter than yesterday. That's enough today. I still have questions on my mind, still have moments I rewind, but they don't pull me under now. They pass like clouds with time. I've learned hope doesn't shout, doesn't promise too much too fast. Sometimes it's just waking up and not living in the past. I see love differently these days, not as proof, not as a test, but as something that can walk beside me while I do the rest. If someone joins me on this road, I know what I can give. I'm not waiting to be saved, I already live. I don't fear the coming days, I don't need them figured out. I trust the way I've learned to rise from every kind of doubt. I'm brighter than yesterday, not because the world's okay, but because I learned to stay. When things don't go my way, I carry light in quieter ways. I bend, I don't break. I'm brighter than yesterday, and that's enough today. Maybe strength is softer now, more patient, more aware. Not the absence of the fall, but knowing I'll be there. If tomorrow asks for more of me, I know just what to say. I'm still becoming, and I'm on my way. I'm brighter than yesterday in how I speak and how I stay. I let myself move forward slow. I let myself be okay. No finish line I have to chase, no role I have to play. I'm brighter than yesterday, and I'll be brighter on my way. I take a breath, step up,
I didn't know it at the time, how every step would draw a line between the things I couldn't keep and all the strength that slowly need. Some days felt longer than they should. Some nights I misunderstood when I was asking life to be, when it was given quietly. I used to fight the shape of days, try to bend them my own way. Now I see how every turn had something left for me to learn. Even the moments I proved still taught my heart a thing or two. Nothing wasted, nothing gone, just another way I moved on. Thank you for the way it went. Not perfect, but it made me who I am. Every wrong, every right led me here into this life. I don't wish the past away. I don't need it any other way. Yeah, I'm standing where I'm meant. Thank you for the way it went. There were people I held others faded overnight. Some stayed longer than I knew. Some left right when I grew. I used to count what didn't stay, all the words I couldn't say. Now I see what stayed with me was a part that helped me breathe. I don't carry bitterness, just a quiet tenderness for the roads that didn't last, but shape the way I walk my path. Thank you for the way it went, for the time and I resented then. Every pause, every then taught my heart how to mend. I don't need to rewrite time. I wonder why it didn't align. Yeah, I'm standing where I'm made. Thank you for the way it went. I wouldn't change it now. Even the parts that hurt, they soften me. I've learned how to hold my days without asking them to stay. How to smile at what has been and stop believing what begins. If tomorrow brings a change, I'll meet it just the same with open hands, no defense, trusting how the story bends. Thank you for the way it went, for the strength I didn't notice then. Every step, every test led me somewhere I can rest. No regret I need to send, no chapter I pretend should have been different. Thank you for the way it went. Thank you for the way it went. Thank you.
I open my eyes before the city moves. The lights spill softly across the floor. I swear I hear your laughter in the room, like it was never gone before. The kettle sings, the window breathes. Another morning finds my name. I tell myself I'm finally free, but freedom doesn't feel the same. I'm still waking up with you in the quiet corners of my day. Not holding on, not breaking through, just letting memories gently stay. I don't fight the truth, I let it pass like sunlight slipping through. I'm still waking up with you. I walk the long way to the cafe where strangers hum familiar tunes. wounds. There's comfort in the things that stay. Even when love learns to move, I've learned how to smile without a plan, how to breathe between the lines. Some days I almost understand why hearts don't always heal on time. I'm still waking up with you in the rhythm of ordinary hours, not asking why, not chasing proof, just trusting in the quiet power of moments that I never knew could still feel warm and true. I'm still waking up with you. Maybe one day your name will rise with every early train. Maybe I'll greet the morning sky without the echo of your face. But if that day is far away, I'm not afraid to wait. I've learned that hope doesn't fade, it simply learns another shape. I'm still waking up with you, but it doesn't hurt like it used to do. I've made a home in something new. I'll carry in a part of you. No regrets, no promises to keep, just a love that grew. I'm still waking up with you. The morning moves and so do I, with steady steps and open hands. Whatever comes, I'll be alive and trust the life I'm building now. If our paths cross in some soft year, I'll smile honest and true. Not because I need you here, but because I once loved you. Because I once loved you.
Wake up running on a clearer mind, like every wrong turn led me right. The sun hits hard, I feel it fast. This moment isn't in the past. No heavy thoughts on my shoulders now. I let my pace, I know my ground. Here it doesn't ask me why. It just reflects a steadier high. I used to stall in second guessing. Every step felt like a question. Now I trust the way I move. Not perfect, but it's true. I'm still moving forward, even when the road bends. I don't need it knock down, I just need to step in. I'm still moving forward, with my breath, with my name. Don't chase what I lost, I'm in motion. Yeah, the rhythm kicks hard and synced. I don't wait for permission to exist. I've been low, I've been stuck, now I rise with the lift. Every scar on my chest just reminds me I live. I don't flex, I don't front, I don't fake what I feel. I talk straight, word clean, and my balance is real. I had doubts in my pocket, had fear in my sleep. Now I fold all that noise in the steps I can keep. Fast days with turns till I stay composed. I learn calm is a skill, not a place to expose. I don't need to be loud to be all in her own. I let time and speak first, then I move when it's true. I'm still moving forward, not to prove, just to be. Every mile that I cover feels honest to me. I'm still moving forward with the weight and the grace. I don't rush the arrival, I respect the pace. Some mornings are breathe and I feel it click, like my life finally fits. Not flashy, not loud, just steady legit. I'm not late, I'm right on time. for the life that's mine. Ooh, let it roll. Ooh, let it stay. I don't need fireworks to light my way. Maybe love meets me near-rhyme. Maybe hope that's my shoulder slow. Either way, I keep walking. That's something I find in love. Still moving forward, even when no one's around. I can hear my own heartbeat clear in the sound. I'm still moving forward, not afraid of the climb. I might chase the tomorrow. I'm alive. Yeah, still moving, still breathing, still here.
I didn't know love could teach without raising its voice. I thought it came with answers, turns out it came with choice. You never tried to save me, you just stood where you were. And somehow that was enough to make my own steps sure. We laughed in unfinished places, we spoke without a plan. Some days were loud with feelings, some nights we didn't understand. But every moment shaped me in ways I couldn't see. You weren't just part of my story, you were a lesson inside of me. I learned that love isn't holding, it's knowing when to let go. It's trust in what keeps growing, even after you're alone. What I learned from loving you is I don't disappear. I stay whole inside the giving, I stay honest, I stay clear. I learned how to stand unguarded without losing my ground. I don't love to be completed, I love to feel profound. The world kept moving forward, we didn't fight the tide. Some things don't need a reason to know when it's time. I stopped asking if I mattered, I felt it in the way I grew. Every quieter tomorrow carried something true. You saw me when I doubted, didn't rush me through the fear. You let me find my balance year by year. I learned that hearts aren't fragile, they bend but they don't break. They gather strength from every risk, from every chance we take. What I learned from loving you is I can open wide and still walk away with dignity, with nothing left to hide. I learned how to trust the moment, not cling to what it was. Love doesn't need a guarantee to be enough. Now when I meet new mornings, I don't ask who I should be. I bring the best of who I am without apology. I don't fear the ending chapters, I don't rush the start. I know love arrives in many forms, but always leaves a mark. If I love again tomorrow, I'll love with clearer eyes. Not softer, not more careful, just honest in my stride. I won't ask it to rescue me, I won't ask it to stay. I'll let it walk beside me in its own natural way. What I learned from loving you is strength can feel like grace. It's standing still in who you are, no matter time or place. I don't regret a single step, I don't rewrite the truth. I am who I am today from loving you. lesson stays, the moment moves, nothing lost, nothing due. This heart is fuller than before from loving you.
You were already awake when I opened my eyes. The room was still quiet, morning light barely alight. You said nothing at first, just reached for my hand, like it was the most natural thing, like we'd always been planned. There was coffee on the table, getting colder by the minute, and a song on the radio. Neither of us really listened. I used to think love arrived with a rush, with a sound. But lately I've learned it's the calm that sticks around. It's the way you say my name when no one else is near. Not trying to be romantic, just honest, just clear. We don't talk about forever, we don't make any big claims. We just move through the hours, calling ordinary days by their names. Sometimes we walk without talking, let the city pass us by. Your shoulder brushing against mine, like it knows exactly why. I notice the smallest things, how you slow down when I lag behind, how you listen without fixing me, how you give me space to be mine. I don't feel like I'm proving anything, I don't feel like I have to perform. You see me when I'm quiet, you stay even when I'm on. And maybe this isn't the kind of love they write stories about, but it feels steady in my chest, like something I don't doubt. I've had love that felt like fire, bright but gone too fast. This feels more like breathing, something built to last. Even on the days we're tired, even when words come out wrong, there's a comfort in knowing we're still moving along. I don't need perfect timing, I don't need a perfect scene, just mornings like this one, where your presence feels clean. If someday things get harder, if the world pulls us wide, I hope we remember this feeling, standing close, nothing to hide. Because happiness doesn't always sparkle, it doesn't always announce itself loud. Sometimes it's just two people choosing each other quietly proud. So if this is all it ever is, no grand turns, no sudden twist, I think I'd still call it love. An ordinary days like this.
The clock moves lazy on the wall, light spills soft across the floor. I take my time tying my shoes, but my thoughts are already at your door. The city yawns, the kettle hums, and nothing's asking me to run, but my pulse is picking up the pace every time you cross my mind. I walk the same familiar street, same old corners, same old signs, but everything feels slightly new when your name keeps keeping time. I smile at strangers passing by, like they somehow know my part. This day is moving, half asleep, but not my heart. I breathe slow, I move just fine, but inside I'm running wild. It's funny how I'm calm outside and restless when I smile. It's a slow quietly in a much better way. Every message from you lands like rhythm finding its speed. I don't need the rush of chaos to feel complete. I like how nothing feels too much, how joy doesn't need a spark. Just the thought of meeting you is enough to light the dark. Not burning bright, not out of control, just steady, sure and true. The best kind of energy always leads to you. I don't trip over every thought, I let the moment start. My body's still enjoying calm, but listen to my heart. It's a slow morning but a fast heart. Easy steps but a head start. I take my time but I feel it all. Every little rise and fall. The world moves gentle, soft and smart. It's a slow morning but a fast heart. Maybe love isn't racing ahead. Maybe it's knowing when to stay. Yeah, letting excitement live inside without getting in the way. I don't need fireworks at dawn. I like this subtle start where peace holds my breathing still. Joy handles my heart. It's a slow morning and I'm okay, letting the hours find their way. I walk calm but I know my part. It's a quiet day with the rush not been torn apart. Just a slow morning and a fast heart. And I take my time but I'm already there.
The day begins without a sound, just sunlight slowly coming down. No messages, no open doors, but I don't feel alone anymore. There was a time I needed proof, every promise tied in truth. Now I let the hours pass, knowing some things don't need to last. I walk the streets we used to know, different steps but same tempo. Every memory feels kind, like it's waiting I left behind. We don't have to hurry through, love grows better when it's true. I don't count the days apart, I just keep you where you are. We'll meet on a better day when the timing's on our side. Not because we begged or prayed, but we let life decide. I don't need to pull you close or rewrite what we chose. I just smile and softly say, we'll meet on a better day. Morning trains and quiet phones, people lost in their own roads. I watch reflections in the glass, thinking how fast worry used to pass. Now I breathe and let it stay, this calm belief I learned to say. Somewhere ahead, not far away, there's a version of us that stayed. No pressure in my voice tonight, no fear hiding in the light. If love is meant to find its way, it doesn't need me to chase. We'll meet on a better day when the noise has faded out, when we're both the kind of brave that doesn't live in doubt. I don't need the perfect scene or a sign from destiny, I just trust the quiet way. We'll meet on a better day. I'm not waiting in sadness, I'm waiting in peace. That's the difference. Learn how to live my now without asking when or how. And funny how that's when the future feels like a friend. If our paths align again, it'll feel simple, not intense, just two smiles, no words to say, knowing why it came this way. Yeah, we'll meet on a better day with clear hearts, not yesterday. Not chasing love, just letting stay. We'll meet on a better day. Yeah, I know you will. Yeah. I know we will.
You said good morning like a small surprise, like you invented sunshine on a spot, and suddenly the world got softer edges in ways I didn't know I wanted. My hair's still messy, I'm half awake, but you're already smiling at my face like I'm the best thing on your schedule, like I'm a reason for your day. And I don't need a grand parade, no fireworks, skies or fancy lines, just you right here in this sweet little place where time decides to be kind. I feel it, coffee bloom, warm and bright, it's opening in my chest. Simple kind of truth that doesn't shout, it only rests in your hands, in your laugh, and the way you pull me close. If love is a morning song, then this is the note I chose. We talk about nothing and everything, like two best friends who flirt too much. Your knee bumps mine under the table, and I forget the world is loud outside. The streets are running fast, but we're in no rush at all. You make the ordinary feel golden, like we're framed inside a photograph. I used to chase a perfect story, try to earn a love that never bends, but you're the calm inside the glory. You're the peace that still feels endless. I feel it, coffee bloom, like the day is learning how to sing. A steady beat and groove with little sparks in everything, in your eyes, in your voice, in the way you say my name, like you're not just passing through, like you're here to stay the same. If tomorrow brings its heavy moments and the sky turns complicated blue, I'll still have this, the quiet promise of how it feels when I'm with you. No pressure, no pretending, no games I have to win, just love that keeps on landing right where my heart has been. I feel it, coffee bloom, and I'm laughing like I'm 19 again. It's not a fragile truth, it's strong and soft and real, my friend. Take my fears, take my doubt, let them melt into the air. I don't need a bigger life when you are everywhere. So stay a little longer, let the morning stretch and breathe. We'll make this small day brighter with the simplest kind of sweet. I feel it, coffee bloom, warm and bright, it's opening in my chest. A simple kind of truth that doesn't shout, it only rests in your hands, in your laugh, and the way you pull me close. If love is a morning song, then this is the note I chose.
Wake up to the sound of you moving. Not a surprise, just something true. The way your footsteps find the floor feels like a promise we don't have to prove. No racing heart, no spinning thoughts, just steady breath, just gentle knots. The kind of quiet people earn when love has nothing left to burn. We don't chase the highs anymore, we don't ask for something more. We let the day arrive as it is, and somehow that feels rich. I'm happy where we are, not because it's perfect, but because it's ours. No fireworks in the dark, just a light that stays on when the nights are long. I'm happy where we are, and I don't miss who we were. This feels far more sure. We talk about the day ahead, groceries, plans, the things we said. Your hand finds mine without a cue, like it's always known what to do. Love doesn't shout to stay alive, it settles in and learns the lines. It shows up calm, it shows up clear, and proves itself by staying here. I used to think love had to shake me, had to pull me off my feet. Now I know the strongest feeling is the one that lets me sleep. I'm not bored, I'm at peace. There's a difference. I'm happy where we are, in the silence we can share, in the way we don't explain why we care. I'm happy where we are, in the ordinary days. They don't fade, they quietly stay. Ooh, let the moments pass. Ooh, let them stay. We don't have to name forever to feel okay. Maybe time will change our shape, add a line, adjust the weight. But if this calm is what remains, I won't call that settling. I don't need a bigger story, I don't need a louder start. I just need this steady rhythm that keeps time around my heart. I'm happy where we are, not afraid of standing still. Love doesn't need to rush to prove it's real. I'm happy where we are, and I choose this every day. Not because I have to, but because I stay. Yeah. Happy where we are. Ooh, happy where we are. Happy where we are. Happy where we are. Ooh, happy where we are. Ooh, happy where we are. Oh, happy where we are. Right here.
We didn't fail, we just finished. That's the truth I've come to know. Not every love is meant to stay, but every love can help you grow. We spoke our minds, we made mistakes, we learned as we went along. Some days we moved in harmony, some days the rhythm felt wrong. But nothing here feels empty now, nothing feels in vain. What we shared still lives in me without the weight of pain. I don't rewind our conversations or count what wasn't said. I see the way we tried our best with the tools that we had. Regret doesn't live here anymore, gratitude took its place. There's peace in knowing we were real even when we couldn't stay. Nothing was wasted between us, no moment lost in time. We gave what we were able to give, with open hearts, with honest minds. Even the nights that fell apart taught us how to stand. Nothing was wasted between us, it all became who I am. We didn't promise forever, we promised truth back then. And sometimes truth is knowing when to let I don't look back with heavy eyes. I don't ask who was right. I see two people learning slowly how to live their lives. We didn't leave each other broken. We didn't leave a mess. We left with deeper understanding, and that alone is worth the rest. Some endings come without blame, without a scar to prove. Just two hearts choosing separate roads with nothing left to lose. Nothing was wasted between us, no feeling thrown away. Every laugh, every hard goodbye still matters in its way. We didn't steal from one another, we gave what we could do. Nothing was wasted between us, not loving you. Now when I hear your name out loud, it doesn't pull me back. It simply sounds like part of life, a chapter I once had. I wish you peace without conditions. I wish you something true. Not because I owe you anything, but because I once knew you. We don't need a different ending. We don't need a rewrite scene. The meaning wasn't living it, not in what might have been. Some love stories are complete without staying the same. They finish quietly, respectfully, without regret, without blame. Nothing was wasted between us, not the love, not the fall. It shaped the way I trust again. It taught my heart to stand tall. I don't carry what we lost, I carry what we gained. Nothing was wasted between us, and I'm thankful we came. The past rests easy where it belongs. No weight, no one used truth. Nothing was wasted between us. It all led me forward into who I am. Into who I am.
The room feels bigger when it's quiet, like the walls learned how to listen. I left the window open again, just to feel something moving in. Your side of the bed is empty, but I don't push it away. I let the space stay honest, like it earned the right to stay. I thought waiting meant standing still, like time forgot my name. But the days keep turning softly, even when nothing changes. I make dinner just for myself, still set two plates sometimes. Not because I'm pretending, just because habits take time. I walk the long way home at night, let the streetlights blur. Every face becomes a story, none of them quite yours. I don't know if you'll come back. I stopped asking when, but there's a quiet part of me that hasn't learned how to end. It's not pain exactly, more like holding breath, not afraid of breaking, just careful with what's left. I'm learning how to sit with it, this feeling in between, not lonely enough to fall apart, not whole enough to leave. Some nights I almost reach for you, my hand stops halfway there. Not because I shouldn't miss you, just because I'm aware that love doesn't always rush us, Sometimes it lets us grow, teaches us how to stand alone before it says hello. If you ever think of me in some distant version of now, I hope you feel something gentle, not regret, not a vow. And if we never cross again, if our story's truly done, I want you to know I waited, but I didn't come undone. 'Cause waiting isn't weakness, it's not losing your way, it's choosing to stay open even when answers delay. So I keep the light on softly, not for you, not for me, but for whoever I'm becoming. In this quiet in-between, I'm still waiting, yes, but I'm standing tall, not alone in this moment, not empty at all.
I take the window seat on the early train. City still stretching, half asleep again. People scroll past their own reflections. I watch the light make small corrections. No one's calling out my name, and strangely I'm okay. I let the day arrive instead of running its way. I used to feel behind somehow, like love was always late. But sitting still has taught my heart another kind of pace. Every thought lines up in rows, like houses passing by. I'm not waiting to be found, I'm learning how to arrive. I don't fill the space with noise, I let my mind unwind. Sometimes peace is just the act of being kind to time. From the window seat I dream awake, no rush, no plans to chase. I'm not lonely, I'm just here, getting to know my face. If love is on another road, it'll meet me when it's right. But now I let the morning roll and hold my own quiet light. I catch my breath between the stops, feel steady in my skin. Every mile reminds me where I've been. I think about the things I want, not just who I want them with. I smile at how my heart is learning how to live. I used to tie my happiness to someone else's call. Now I find it in the way I stand when shadows fall. If you're finding your own way too, I hope it feels the same. Strong enough to stand alone, soft enough to change. I don't need a sign today, I don't read between the lines. I trust the road is doing work, I don't need to guide. From the window seat I dream awake, no rush, no plans to chase. I'm not lonely, I'm just here, getting to know my pace. If love is on another road, it'll meet me when it's right. For now I let the morning roll and hold my own quiet light. Maybe waiting isn't empty, maybe it's a room to grow, where you learn what you can carry, what you're ready to let go. If someone joins this journey later, I'll have space beside my name. Not because I needed saving, but because I'm whole the same. From the window seat I dream awake, breathing in the day. I don't need to be elsewhere to feel okay. If love is on another road, it knows the way to find me. I'm moving forward, calm and sure, with nothing left behind me. The train moves on, and so do I.
sun is climbing up the street, shadows moving with my feet. I don't feel rushed, I don't feel late, feels like I showed up at the gate. There's a rhythm in the air, like something good is waiting there. Not shouting, not demanding proof, just gently saying this is you. I used to question every turn, wonder what I had to earn. Now I walk with open hands, let the day understand. No heavy thoughts to slow me down, no old worries hanging around. I don't need a perfect sign, I'm already doing fine. This day is on our side, I can feel it when I breathe. Nothing pulling me too hard, nothing asking me to leave. It's not luck, it's not a game, just showing up and staying sane. Yeah, this day is on our side, and I'm letting it arrive. Voices blend with passing cars, life unfolding where we are. Somewhere laughter finds my ear, even silence feels sincere. I don't plan too far ahead, don't rewind what could have been said. There's a trust I finally keep in the moments that I meet. I used to think hope needed proof, a reason or a bigger truth. Now I see it lives right here when you drop the fear. This day is on our side, not because it's easy going, but because I've learned to ride what's already flowing. I don't fight the shape of time or ask the sky to read my mind. Yeah, this day is on our side, and that feels right. I'm not expecting miracles, I'm just open, and that's enough. I've seen mornings turn around just by standing on my ground, by choosing calm, by choosing clear, by staying near. If the afternoon gets loud, if the sun goes behind clouds, I remember how it felt to trust myself. This day is on our side, even if it bends a bit, I won't lose the quiet smile I'm carrying with it. No big win, no final line, just a steady forward sign. Yeah, this day is on our side. Yeah, it really is.
I don't wake up asking questions about where this road might go. I tie my shoes, I breathe in deeply, let the morning set the tone. There was a time I chased forever, like it owed me something back. Now I'm smiling at the seconds I used to let slip through the cracks. Your voice doesn't promise heaven, it doesn't need to pretend. It just meets me in the moment, like it plans to stay till then. I don't need a perfect ending or a headline kind of love. I just want what's in my hands now, and right now that's enough. Right here is enough for me. The way you look when you're unsure, the way you laugh before you speak, like honesty feels natural. No racing hearts, no proving stuff, no fear of falling behind. I've learned that love can be quiet and still feel alive. Right here is enough for me. We walk without a destination, let the streetlights got our pace. You talk about your small frustrations, I listen like they matter, because they do. I used to think a love needed pressure, needed sparks that burn too bright. But you feel like steady weather, like something I can trust at night. You don't try to change my rhythm, you don't ask me to be more. You just fit into my breathing like you've been here before. I don't measure us in milestones or worry where we stand. I only know when you're beside me, I like the person that I am. Right here is enough for me, this calm that settles in my chest. The way you don't demand from me but still bring out my best. No countdown clocks, no what ifs, no past that pulls my mind. I've learned that love can live in now and still feel designed. Right here is enough for me. I've seen love dressed up as urgency, heard it knock and rush me through, but this feels more like certainty, because it doesn't need to move. If tomorrow asks us questions, we'll answer when they come. I'm not afraid of uncertainty when today already feels done. I don't need vows written early or plans carved into stone. I just like how your hand finds mine, like it knows where it belongs. And if this grows into forever, I'll meet it step by step. But if it stays exactly like this, I won't feel I settled less. Right here is enough for me, the shared silence, the easy smiles, the way the world feels softer when we forget the time. No spotlight love, no grand display, just something real and kind. I've learned that love can be simple and still feel divine. Right here is enough for me. I'm not holding back, not guarding, I'm just open without fear, because happiness doesn't need permission when it's already here. So let the days arrive unplanned, let life stay gently rough. I don't need more than what I have, because right here is enough. Right here is enough for me, and for the first time I agree, not because I'm scared to want, but because I'm finally free. Free to choose the present moment, free to trust what I feel now. I don't need a bigger promise, I just need you around. Right here is enough for me, and I mean it honestly. Some loves grow loud, some loves fly high, some just let you be. And if this is the shape of love, I'll take it as it comes. I've learned that choosing happiness starts with saying, this is enough.
I wake up with a sentence in my chest, one I practice but I never said. It's not regret that keeps me still, it's understanding what I missed. The morning moves like nothing's wrong, people laughing, cars roll on, and here I am, a little wiser now, knowing when, but not the how. I thought love would wait for clarity, I thought time was always on my side, but silence isn't neutral ground. It's a choice you don't rewind. I didn't lose you in a moment, I loosened my grip too slow. I believed there'd be another day to let my honest feelings show. I didn't mean to let it fade, I just thought it'd always stay. And now I know what courage costs when you don't use it right away. I don't blame you for the leaving. You listened when I stayed unsure. You needed truth in real time, not maybes dressed as more. I see now how love is fragile, not weak, just asking to be known. It doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it waits and then it's gone. I kept my feelings neatly folded, afraid they'd fall apart, but holding back was still a risk. It broke us from the start. Some love doesn't end in anger, it ends in understanding, and that can hurt just as much. If I could speak without the fear, I'd say you mattered every day. Not just in ways I thought were clear, but in words I pushed away. I tell you love needs motion, not just intention inside. And hearts don't read between the lines, they hear what isn't tried. I don't carry this as punishment, I carry it as proof that loving well takes bravery, not just being true. Next time I won't confuse being calm with being quiet. I'll say the things that matter while the moment is still alive. Ooh, some lessons stay gentle. Ooh, some lessons stay deep. They don't tear you apart, they just don't let you sleep. Maybe we weren't meant to last, maybe timing wasn't kind, but I won't waste the love I learned by leaving words behind. I wake up lighter than before, even with this truth I keep. I didn't fail at loving you, I learned how love should speak. I breathe and let the morning in, carrying what I didn't say, so I can say it next time.
The hours feel kinder now, they don't rush me through the day. Time moves like it understands, there's no reason to escape. I walk a little slower, not because I'm tired or late, but because the moment holds me in a softer kind of way. The city hums in low vibration, coffee cups and passing smiles. Everything feels briefly present, like it's allowed to stay a while. I don't need a bigger picture, I don't need the next surprise. What I have is fully breathing right before my eyes. There's comfort in the ordinary when your heart is finally still, not frozen, just steady, knowing what what you feel. The hours feel kinder now. They don't test me anymore. Each one opens gently like an unlocked door. I don't race against the minutes. I don't ask what comes somehow. I live inside the moment. The hours feel kinder now. I notice how my voice sounds when I speak without defense. How my thoughts fall into place without proving consequence. I've stopped negotiating happiness, stopped asking what it costs. Joy isn't something fragile that gets easily lost. I sit with my own presence like an old and trusted friend. We don't fill the space with questions, we just let the silence mend. Peace isn't something distant, it's closer than we think. It shows up when you stop demanding and simply let yourself breathe. The hours feel kinder now. They don't pull me ahead, they walk beside my footsteps through the words I haven't said. I don't chase the future's promise, I don't rewrite how. I'm exactly where I need to be. The hours feel kinder now. If love joins me in this season, it will fit the pace I'm in. Not louder, not heavier, just honest, just in sync. I won't ask it to hurry, I won't slow it down. Whatever finds me naturally is welcome now. There was a time I measured living by how fast I could arrive, but I've learned the truest moments don't announce themselves, they live. They breathe between the seconds, they stay when you allow. And that's where I'm standing, that's where I am now. The hours feel kinder now, not perfect, just aligned. They leave me room to feel my way without falling behind. I don't need the day to change me, I change with it somehow. I live inside the rhythm. The hours feel kinder now. The afternoon leans into light. Nothing asks, nothing vows. I close my eyes for just a breath. The hours feel kinder now.
I was standing in the doorway with my hand still on the light. Didn't know if I should stay or let the silence win the night. You were breathing like you always do, soft and slow, like nothing's wrong. I had 1,000 things to tell you, but they all felt too heavy on my tongue. So I said something smaller, something safe and thin, like drive home slowly, like text me when you get in. But the truth was shaking right behind my teeth. Every word I swallowed was another piece of me. I don't know why it's harder to be honest when it matters most. I was scared that if I said it, you'd already be halfway gone. I still remember the sound of your laugh in that old cafe near the corner street. You said life felt wide and open, like we were more than we'd ever need. Now the nights feel longer, but not completely cold. I replay our conversations like they're stories I was never told. I wonder if you think about me when the city goes quiet too. If my name ever crosses your mind the way yours still crosses mine, uninvited, untrue, I'm not asking for forever, I'm not begging you to stay. I just wish I'd found the courage to say what I meant that day. Because love doesn't always shout, sometimes it waits in line, hoping it'll be noticed before it runs out of time. If I met you again tomorrow on some ordinary street, I think I'd finally look you in the eye and let my voice be weak. I'd tell you I was afraid, not of losing you, but of letting myself need you the way I still do. And maybe you'd just smile, maybe you'd say nothing at all, but at least my heart would know I didn't leave it behind that wall. So tonight I'm saying it softly to an empty side of the bed. All the words I never said, still learning how to be said. I don't know where we're going, I don't know how this ends, but love like this doesn't disappear, it just waits until we're ready to listen.
I woke up to the hush of the kettle singing low, sun in the curtains moving gentle, moving slow, your name on my tongue like a sweet familiar taste, and all the little worries finally finding their place. I used to chase big fireworks loud and bright, but you make quiet feel like the prettiest light. You make a morning feel like it's meant for two, like the day's already lucky just seeing you. And I don't need a perfect line, I just lean into what feels right. Your laugh is soft but it pulls me in like a song I've known all my life. In a coffee cup we make promises, not heavy ones, just honest ones, the kind you keep without trying hard, the kind that warms you where you are. If love is simple, let it be a table for you next to me. No rush, no show, no bright parade, just me and you and the plans we've made. You talk about your dreams like you're painting them in air. I watch you with a smile that I don't even wear on purpose, I swear. And when the city starts to hurry, starts to shout, you pull me back with calm and the noise fades out. I used to overthink every step I took, now I find peace in how you look. Not like a question, not like a test, more like the answer, letting my heart rest. And I don't need a grand design, I just like how our timing's kind. A little brave, a little new, like morning skies turning blue. In a coffee cup we make promises, not heavy ones, just honest ones, the kind you keep without trying hard, the kind that warms you where you are. If love is simple, let it be a table for you next to me. No rush, no show, no bright parade, just me, you, and the plans we've made. Maybe we're not writing movies, maybe we're just learning how to say I'm here, to mean it daily, to choose each other here and now. And if the world gets loud around us, we'll keep our rhythm, we'll stay true. A little jazz in the corners, but the melody is you. coffee cup. We make promises, not heavy ones, just honest ones. The kind you keep without trying hard, the kind that feels like coming home. If love is simple, let it be a hand that fits so naturally. No rush, no show, no bright parade, just me, you, and the life we'll make. So pour it slow, let morning stay. I'm right here, and I'm not afraid.
Wake up with a light on the wall, not rushing, not lost at all. Coffee's warm in my hands again, and somehow I'm already calm. The city hums, but it's slow and slow, like it knows I don't need much more. Just this breath, this quiet start, and the way your name sits in my heart. I don't need fireworks in the sky, no loud promises passing by. It's a simple way the morning stays when I remember your face. 'Cause the morning still feels like you, soft and honest, nothing to prove. Every thought moves easy and true. Yeah, the morning still feels like you. I step outside, the air is clean, a pale blue day, gentle and lean. There's a rhythm in every step, like my life's finally in sync. I used to chase what I couldn't hold, always running, always cold. Now I let the minutes breathe, let the future come to me. No heavy words, no grand design, just trust in the shape of time. If love is quiet, let it be, that's where it sounds like you and me. 'Cause the morning still feels like you, not a dream, something I can hold on to. Every plan feels lighter somehow when I know you're out there now. Oh, I'm not saying everything's perfect, I just know it's real. And real feels warm like this. Oh, I've loved fast, I've loved wrong, learned what matters, learned what's gone. Now I stand where I am today, not afraid of what love might say. If we meet again down the road, different hearts but the same hope, I'll still smile the way I do. 'Cause I learned how to love with you. Yeah, the morning still feels like you, even when the skies change hue. Every sunrise tells the truth, that calm can still feel brand new. Oh, so I take another sip and smile, let the day unfold its style. No rush, no fear, nothing to lose. The morning still feels like you. Yeah, it really does.
rush the morning anymore. I let it find me where I stand. There was a time I chased the open door. Now I just walk in when I can. I've lived a little on my own, learned how silence sounds at night, found out my heart can be a home even when it's quiet inside. I used to think love had a deadline, like I miss it if I blinked, but life kept moving in its own time, teaching me how not to cling. Now I hear something softer calling, not a shout, just a steady drum, like the universe reminding me I don't have to run. I'm learning the pace of love, the way it breathes, the way it stays, not falling fast, not holding up, just moving honest through my days. If it comes, I'll let it rise. If it waits, I'll still be fine. I'm learning the pace of love, and it finally feels like mine. I see couples laughing on the street, and it doesn't shake my ground. I smile at the possibility instead of feeling left out. There's beauty in the space between what I had and what will be. I've grown into a version of me that doesn't beg or bargain. See, I know now what I bring to the table, what I give without losing shape. I don't need love to save me, I just want it to meet me halfway. I want slow hands and honest eyes, someone who knows when to stay. A love that grows, not burns too bright, but warms me day by day. I'm learning the pace of love, the gentle pull, the quiet trust, not asking fate to hurry up, not scared of taking just enough. If hearts align, I'll open mine with both feet on the ground. I'm learning the pace of love, and I like the rhythm now. Maybe you're out there living your life, learning your lessons too. Maybe our paths will cross one night when we're both finally true. Not perfect, not untouched by pain, but open, real and kind. Two people choosing not to race, but walk the same slow line. I don't need fireworks in the sky to tell me something's real. I'll know it by the way it feels, by the calm it lets me feel, by the laughter that comes easy, by the silence that feels safe, by love that doesn't ask me to be someone I'm not today. I'm learning the pace of love, and it's steady, warm and clear. It doesn't disappear at doubt, it doesn't feed on fear. If tomorrow brings a hand to hold, I'll take it when it's right. I'm learning the pace of love and trust in life tonight. So here I am, still moving forward with an open, grounded heart. Whatever comes, I know for sure I'm ready for my part. Not chasing dreams, not closing doors, just living what I choose. I've learned that love arrives on time when you're no longer confused. I'm learning the pace of love, and I'm exactly where I should be. Not early, late, or running out, just fully, honestly me. And when love finds its way to me, I'll meet it face to face. I'm learning the pace of love, and I'm finally in my place.
I wake up singing on a single breath, like my heart already